All right, guys. I'm going to be doing a fantasy mock draft. For this league, I have the 8th overall pick. Last year in this league, I finished 3rd. My strategy that year was going running back heavy early and picking wide receivers later. And I hit on my first 2 running backs with C-Mac and Saquon. But then Leonard Fournette with the 3rd pick wasn't too bad for me, but then I missed on some wide receivers. I took Allen Robinson, huge miss. Michael Thomas I took a little bit later. Was good for the first 4 weeks, I think, and then was just completely gone. So I'm going to do the mock draft here. I've got the 8th pick. I still like to take running backs. I think, there were other wide receivers I could have taken instead of those guys last year that would have been better for me. So I still like taking running backs early, but if certain wide receivers are staring me down, I'm going to take them. All right, so let's get started. Not sure who's going to fall to me in the 8th. And obviously, this is going to be way different than what really happens because there's always some crazy stuff that people do. Okay, so I could take Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, or Saquon. Those are the 3 I'm leaning towards. Honestly, I kind of want to take Saquon. Like I said, I like running backs early just because when you get true bell cows, I'm going to take Nick Chubb again. I think those could be like the top 2 running backs. I mean, they both have like that kind of potential. So I'm going to take them. And then quarterback, I'm not the biggest fan of taking early. Again, if certain guys are there staring you down, it's hard not to. But they're not. So let's take T. Higgins. I guess it's going to have to be my wide receiver 1. It's a little, I would have preferred a true wide receiver 1 on his own team. But Joe Burrow is going to air it out. And I'm going to take Lamar here. I think, obviously he has super high upside. What he could be potentially in fantasy. Huge, number 1 player overall, number 1 quarterback potential. And I don't want to wait too long to get a tight end. But the top ones here just went off the board. So I don't feel comfortable taking any here. So let's take Hopkins. I think in a PPR league, he could still be a monster. He's going to get those looks in Tennessee. Now, what do we do here? I really like J.K. Dobbins. If he's healthy the whole year, he could be really good, and especially as my running back 3. But Cam Akers last year finished incredibly high, I believe. But at the same time, do I want to reach for a tight end, one of these tight ends down here, just to ensure that I have a good enough one? I think I might have to do that because I'm trying to think who I could get later. Maybe I'm going to take Dobbins, and if neither of those tight ends are there when it comes back around, I'm pretty much going to be betting on maybe picking up like Dalton Kincaid later on. Oh, but it looks like Goddard's going to be here for us. Perfect. That's perfect. Okay, that worked out perfectly. That was a good gamble. Sheesh, that could have gone bad. Now, okay, James Conner is staring there. He doesn't really have any competition in his backfield. I got to get some wide receivers here. Went running back real heavy, but, we got 2 bell cows right here. 2 guys are going to get a lot of playing, and then James Conner, I think, is going to be that same mold. Fuck. Jordan Addison just went. He's who I really wanted. Every year I take rookie wide receivers, and they've always been good for me. 3 years straight. I went from Justin Jefferson to Jamar Chase to Chris Olave. I need a wide receiver. I don't quite love any of these guys. I've taken Michael Thomas for sure every year in fantasy. He's disappointed me every year. Is this the year he changes that? You know what? I'll pick him. The upside, what he could be, but that's a scary one to do. Quentin Johnson, I don't quite love it because of Mike Williams and Keenan Allen being there. Let's see. Could reach on like a Zay Flowers, but let's go ahead and take my backup quarterback in AR. In case anything happens to Lamar, his potential is crazy with his rushing ability. Maybe a bit of a reach, but hey, it could pay off. Man, let's see. Okay, so I could take Dalton Schultz. Oh, no. I already have Goddard, so I guess I don't really need him. Herbert, I think what he could be. His fantasy potential, I think, is really good too, but I really like A-Chain. I'm looking at, but I need running back. I need wide receivers. If Sutton's healthy the whole year, 2 years removed, I think, from his serious injury, I am torn. I don't quite love anybody here. Elijah Moore, I don't want to get burned by him. I think Adam Thielen, sneakily could be really big in fantasy as Bryce Young's number one target. That type of accurate quarterback with the route running of Adam Thielen, I think that could be something. But I just don't feel confident taking anybody really right here. I could go ahead and reach real high and get my defense and kicker super early and just have those positions set for the whole year. Could take my backup tight end. We'll take... You know what? I'm going to go crazy here. I'm taking Thielen. I think there's really good potential there. And then I'm tempted to go ahead and reach on my defense and kicker right now, but I'm going to take A-Chain. If I didn't get a rookie wide receiver, I guess I'd get a rookie running back and just count it. Butker's already off the board. There goes the Cowboys defense. Okay, those things are coming off. Time to take here. Tucker's gone. Okay, Bass is gone, but that leaves me with Carlson. So I'm going to go ahead and snag him. He's been my kicker these last 2 years. He has been absolutely lights out for me. We could go Bills defense. They start with the Jets, but then they go Raiders, Washington. I kind of am tempted. Who's tight ends available? Yeah, I'll take a defense. Let's go with... New England's all the way down here, but they finished one last year, and oh my God, I'm seeing their start. Let's not do that. Let's see which one of these teams has the best starts. Jets, I don't love it. Obviously, Jets play the Bills. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to see which one has the worst. Oh, Ravens. Ravens have Houston to start, so I'm leaning taking them. I think I might just take whatever defense and then cycle through defenses just based on waiver wire who has the best matchup. So let's take the Ravens here. If they perform adequately, then I'll probably just drop them. That's what I did last year. I cycled through defenses pretty much the whole year. And now I need a backup tight end. And this is going to be a crazy reach. But with the pass catchers there, they had to take this tight end. I'm going to take Luke Musgrave at the very end of this draft. Let's see here. Here's the team. I took Luke Musgrave because I think he'll have real opportunities in Green Bay, and his athleticism tested off the charts. So I'm just taking off potential there of what he could be. But we got Lamar at quarterback with Saquon and Nick Chubb at running back. I love that. T. Higgins and DeAndre Hopkins at wide receiver. That could be huge. Dallas Goedert at tight end. We got a safe pick at tight end here. And then J.K. Dobbins, James Conner are flexes. Daniel Carlson, kicker. This is a guy who is going to be set all year. Going to leave him in there no matter what. If he comes off a -3 game, he's starting next week. It's not going to matter. I have full faith in him. Ravens defense, probably just for the first week, and then we'll kind of see. We'll kind of go from there. Bench, Michael Thomas, huge upside. Anthony Richardson, huge upside. Adam Thielen, I believe in pretty sneakily. I don't know. I just think in Carolina, he might go off there fantasy-wise. At least, enough to be taken where I took him. A-Chain, I'm an A&M fan. I know what his speed can do. In Miami, he'll perform better than I think some people think. And then Luke Musgrave, just a huge gamble there, but we got our safe tight end here. So we're taking a huge risk there. But that's the team I drafted with the 8 overall spot. But this is going to be nothing what it's going to look like come actual draft time because people do crazy things during the draft. Last year, somebody took a kicker in the 6th round. Granted, it was Justin Tucker. But man, and I think he took like a defense the next round in the 7th round, something like that. It was crazy. But that's the team. Let me know your draft strategies, who you're targeting in your draft, regardless of your draft position. But if you have the number 8 spot, please let me know what you're thinking of doing. But yeah, running back heavy. I just love the idea. What these guys can do is crazy. The potential is crazy. But yeah, I got another NFL video coming out this Saturday. Be ready for that one. It's going to be insane. But thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe for more to come, and as always, keep gaming.